Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays Flight and Review, and today we're going to take out the Dove. This is the DH104 Dove that is recently been released on Sim Outhouse. Now this is from the same developer, Rob Carrick, that we got the Meteor, Banshee, Cougar, what else did he release? And the Venom, I think it is, Seahawk, all the different jets that I've actually showed reviews for. This one though, twin prop, quite a nice aircraft. It is fairly simple in there, and yes, that is an outhouse or in-house toilet. It looks like we actually go through there. I'm going to explain some of the stuff we get with this. Let's actually go in and have a look. Now, I'm taking the Northern Territory Medical Service livery. We are up here at Longreach, somewhere different for this particular livery. There are 4 liveries that come with the aircraft. Royal New Zealand Air Force, I can't remember them now, British one I think it is, but there are also some already available modified ones. So I now have an Irish Airlines and another red and silver one. That's why I'm getting confused what I actually have as default. Look, the aircraft looks great. There's a few things that we will go and check as to, I think it could still have a little bit more development, and I hope it does. But let's go and have a look inside. Now this is the interior. Things like the fuse panel is not actually clickable. It is I'm guessing a photograph of representation. And talking about representation, the particular aircraft is, according to the developer, a model is only an approximate representation of the real aircraft and is not accurate. Alright, so it's a DH Dove, is a British short-haul airliner developed with a manufacturer by de Havilland. The design was a monoplane successor to the pre-war Dragon Rapide. Came from the Brabazon report, which, amongst other aircraft, called for British-designed short-haul feeder for airlines. Over 500 aircraft were manufactured between 1946 and 1967. Now the zip file does contains 2 files, the Dove and a README. The README is not actually in the zip file; it's inside the actual Dove SimObjects aircraft, in amongst the config files there. But that README does bring over here. So it is for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It is modeled and compiled on the latest MSFS SDK at the time. Doors open with redundant spoiler key. We'll show that in a moment. And the engine cover opens with the Control W, which is a water rudder key. Steps show when engine are shut down and the wheel brakes are applied. And this is your licensing. Thank you, Robert Richardson. Alright. Have a looking at the door. Press the speed brake. Door actually does close animated. As that note said, you have to have the wheel chocks on, so park brake on, and the engine's off for the stairs to show up. If we come around to the other side here, the engine cover will open on the what I've found the right engine only. We do have a only partially detailed engine wires and stuff. The rest is a picture. We do have the 3D model for the exhaust system. Control W will close that down. And yes, you can open them during a flight, but you will not see the stairs or the chocks while in flight. Okay, starting the aircraft. Now we do have a battery system in here. I haven't worked out whether you can actually hide this particular yoke. I don't think so, nor the one in front of me. There doesn't seem to be the normal click spot. So go back to default view, come down here, you can actually see the battery here. Click down is actually on, ignition is already on, pitot heat, I can't see it, but let's have a look underneath. There we go. Starters, and the fuel pump is actually the magneto. So these particular ones are not clickable, they are rollable. And when you do that, it wants to start the whole thing, as you heard there. So, prop pictures up, mixtures down from a little bit. Find the mouse clickable area. Now I found I haven't been able to get a fuel tap on or off by the looks of it. So, I've been all over the aircraft. If someone can show me where this is. Otherwise, you can do a quick start, which is essentially a Control E. So we've got the left one only. Try that again. Okay, last time I did it, both came on. Yeah. Took another press of my auto start. You may need to do that. It doesn't say it in the instructions. There are no instructions other than that I showed you there before. Now we do have our lights on here, so we can put the beacon on, logo lights, even a strobe. Panel lights automatically puts the nav lights on, so that one seems to do both. And we have a taxi light hidden behind here. And a test light. Now, outside, we don't have a very bright shining spot, but when we do turn on the light, you can see it in front of the aircraft. Turn the landing off, we should be able to see the taxi light. It's probably going to be too bright, so nav's definitely worked. Did our taxi not go on? No. Oh, because the landing light's on. Actually, I can't get it to work at all now. Alright, there we go. We've got all lights. Okay. Admittedly, when I tested this before, they all worked. So, a little temperamental, I would say. Alright. We'll leave the taxi on, turn the landing lights off. Last test, obviously it showed on the ground there. It's not working right now. Flaps down. We have two levels of flaps. That's one. That's two. Great model on this. Alright. We'll take the one. Does make a noise inside. Now the engines, I'm not sure where the sound file's taken out of. Sounds like a default aircraft. Park brake is there. You can use your own controls as well, like I have mine there. See if we can sneak around this power truck here. Maybe around the Spitfire. There is an autopilot on this. You can see above there we have nav and a GPS. Okay, this power truck wants to move. Alright, what we're going to do is a quick circuit around Longreach here, take off and land. Got too close to the Qantas buildings there. Aircraft fits in very well with these. And further that back a bit while taxiing. what we will do is try and test the flight. I'll show you my flight here is a quick circuit around and back down into the same runway. So give the autopilot a quick test as well. Going up. Tucks away quite nicely actually. Alright. AP on. Nav is on. Let's try altitude hold there. Yep. So that's using my controls to do that. You can actually press the things here. We do have a heading. Does look like it has an approach mode as well. Back on course. Alt increase or decrease. I'm guessing that's the climb. Let's have a look at our flight plane and see if it will actually follow it. And we'll turn. Not bad for an old plane. Actually, very good for an old plane. So if we go increase, no, I may have to turn that one off first, do I? Yes. Nope, it doesn't actually work like that. With the autopilot on, it doesn't seem to want to, so let's climb up a little. Make sure we don't go past our waypoint. AP back on, we did. Altitude hold. Totally turned off our AP there, didn't we? BC back on course. We don't want to approach just yet. Ah, right. It's not going to pick it up, so let's go manually do it. Looking aircraft. Alright, let's hold that altitude there. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can get it go back on course. While we're doing that, you can actually look around the rest of the aircraft. Oh, this looks like we have a sunroof, but I think that's actually a reflection from out there. Now you can look down in here. When you look in here, there is no toilet. Out there, there's nothing there. That's actually just using your views to go around. And yes, you can open the door here while flying. So the toilet's not modelled from inside, but if we go outside and we look from this particular direction and we open it, there, can actually see that it is modelled. That doesn't seem to slow us down either. Get our RPM back into safe level there. Try to. Alright, we are not holding L. There we go. Oh, AP, I turned off the AP by opening the door, did I? Wow. It hasn't picked up the GPS. Interesting. I have a feeling my flight plan actually reversed itself. I think it did. I actually chose up there first and then down there. That'd be why it didn't actually work. Alright, let's go take this for a landing. If I can find an airport, there it is. Love those loop flight plans that turn it around. Well, I'm going to leave that in there. Okay, these are our views too while we're flying. That's looking left. That's looking right. So they've not been updated. That's going through our different views. They've not been updated from a standard, the default view file that you can get from an aircraft. So they will need a custom view. Test it yourself with the flight plan. You may find that it actually does work better in a non-looped flight plan, because mine seemed to have reversed itself from where I chose. Second level of flaps. It seems to want to go a little low there. Back off and it drops down very well. The Havilland DH104 Dove. I'll put a link in the description if you've made it this far. Thank you very much. A little bit longer than normal. It's not my usual place. I want to see if we can get that flight plan to pick up. I think it actually reversed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.